Hello, my name is Olabisi Usidame, and welcome to another episode of Olabisi Speaks. A few days ago, I just realized my daughter was literally fed up with the coronavirus pandemic, and she was not having any of it because she couldn't see her friends. And then I began to encourage her. And that brought me to this point where I thought, let me share a few tips with you on how you can use your child's learning style to boost their emotional state. Okay, so there are four learning styles. One is visual, the second learning style is oral, that's AURAL. Then you have the reading and writing learning style. And lastly, you have what we call the kinesthetic learning style. Now, as we grow older, we get to a point where we sort of, as adults, merge these learning styles and we can learn in different ways. But for children, they have a tendency to incline towards one or two learning styles that suits them and helps them to assimilate and synthesize information. All right, so now let's come back to their emotional state. So when your child is down or is going through an emotional downtime, especially because of all of this, they are not in their normal regular routine, they are not interacting with their friends, it looks like they are stuck in the house and they just want to leave. So what you can do if your child tends to be a visual learner. Now, a visual learner is someone who learns quickly using tables, charts, graphs, those very succinct and summarized points. It just sticks in and they're good. They are not very patient to go through reading and all of that. When your child is a visual learner, what you can do to encourage your child is to put around the house words that can catch their attention. It means that you can put motivational words around. Don't give up. You're smart. You're beautiful. You're kind. We love you. Just in little places. What that does is it helps to keep them in a very good place, because their emotional tank at this time needs to be continuously filled up. They need to be affirmed. They need to be encouraged. They need to be motivated. Okay, so if your child is an oral learner, here are some tips. An oral learner is someone who usually would learn better, learn faster when they are hearing. So these are the kind of children who love audiobooks, and you will see that when you're talking, they don't just about forget everything you say. It just sticks there. It looks like they are not focusing on you because they're probably doing something else, but they are listening. They are listening deeply. For such a child, it's very important that you could maybe drop voice notes for them, or every now and then say words to encourage them. That means this kind of children easily get broken down when we speak a lot of negative words to them. They don't forget it and it could keep them in a very bad state. So what you can do is just keep encouraging, using words of affirmation. You are so amazing. I like how you did this. So you give them constructive criticism. I know sometimes you want to get mad because obviously you are also tired of being stuck in the house, but there are ways you can encourage them. Now, if your child is a read and write learner, you would know, excuse me, because what you'd realize that even as early as the age of 4, some of these children, when you talk to them, you will notice that they are either scribbling, trying to put some things together, what you're saying. Every time they hear something, they want to write down what they read so that they can remember. Either the spelling, they will ask you for the spelling of the words and things like that. So for a read and write learner, you can encourage them. You can spend time with them or show them some things, read with them, read encouraging articles, read articles about parenting and say, oops, look at what I just learned about what I should have done better with you. What that does is it improves their mood, it improves the way they see you, and they are able to begin to understand how you view things and why your perspective is different from theirs. So it is important that with children that are read and write, get them books, get them very small nuggets, let them read, let them write, encourage them to keep a diary, encourage them to write notes for you that you would like them to express how they feel to you. Encourage them to write, like, every time you're feeling this way, write to me, let me know how you feel and know how I can help you. You'll see how your child will blossom through this phase. The final one, the kinesthetic learners. I love the kinesthetic learners. They can get tiring because I happen to be one of those people. So literally you have to move around. You can't sit still. So they tend to want to learn by moving around. So they are active learners. They are tactile learners. Tactile means they learn by touching. So you will see children who, when they're being taught in certain topics, they want to feel it. Okay, let's build what we're learning about. Maybe World War II, the Great Fire of London, things like that. They want to just build. It helps them to put their learning into practice. Now, with such children, they love dancing because sometimes they learn by dancing, by moving around. Fantastic. So when your child, who is a kinesthetic learner, is in that state, encourage them. Come on, let's dance to this song. Enroll them in a Zumba class where they're speaking motivational songs and they're motivational words and they're dancing to it. You would see how much it would help your child. Also, because your child feels and touches things, you may want to get them maybe a locket, a necklace, just to show them how much you love them and appreciate them for being strong and resilient through this period. You may want to get them a teddy bear with an inscription on it, customized inscription. Those things will help your child. If you use all of this with the love languages of giving, spending quality time, words of affirmation, you are not going to believe how your child will manage through. It looks like it is not yet the end of the tunnel for virtual learning for your child, so you need to encourage them and boost them before the new school session begins. I wish you all the best, and I hope these words have helped you. I've been using them at home. So I know sometimes my daughter still feels really bad that she can't be in school, she can't see her friends, she cannot have play dates, but it is all in due time, all right? Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.